So, Hannah, what do you think? Listen, hold on. What do you think killed Prodigy?
I think about car cramp.
A car cramp?
Yes.
Okay. What I think, hold on, let me take it off because this is serious. Okay, I'm back. What I feel like killed Prodigy or
Hi guys, I didn't
help.
miss you.
No, I'm not gonna say killed. What his diagnosed him passing away was him flying and immediately after flying being in the heat and getting overly dehydrated. Yeah, getting overly dehydrated. And then I think he went to the hospital and got so weak to where he couldn't eat. And so they probably was like, try to eat, because that's what they always say in the hospital. They probably were like, oh, just try to eat a little something. So he probably thought, okay, maybe if I chew it 2 or 3 times and swallow it. I don't hear thunder. I think that's somebody walking outside. And so I think he was so weak from the flight and then immediately going into heat. I think that, and being dehydrated. I think he was having a sickle cell episode. If you know what that is, it's not fun.
Comment down below.
Oh yeah, you can comment down below. But
Comment down below.
I don't think I ever had a sickle cell episode, and if I have, the most recent one I had was what was it, February, Gary? When I had my spinal tap. Got spinal tap. I was literally, yeah. I was literally in bed for 9 days. Well, I was in bed for 8.
And I was bed with cotton.
Like I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to drink. All I want to do is just lay down. Like I felt like if I sit up, I felt not dizzy.
Nice hair.
I didn't feel dizzy. I felt like I had no energy. Like, well, at first when I sit up, sorry, eating spaghetti. I felt at first when I sat up, I felt okay. Like I'm in, my back still hurts. So I thought, okay, if anybody ever had a spinal tap, or the same thing, lumbar puncture, they always say lay around for the first 24 hours. Well, I'm like, I got kids. I can't lay around for 24 hours. I did lay down for 24 hours. And then, when I did, yeah, muck ass. When I did get up, I was like, okay, I got a little bit of a headache. Maybe I didn't get enough liquid. So then I started drinking more liquid. And then I just was like so weak. I couldn't even sit up without feeling like I was going to pass out. And But that's how I felt. I felt like I was going to pass out. And like I said, I had no appetite. I didn't feel like eating. I didn't feel like drinking. I didn't feel like sitting up. All I want to do is just lay in bed. Not even sleep. Just lay down.
Yeah.
And so I did that. And Gary's like, well, you've been laying around for this many days. And I was like, yeah, I know. It's like, but I have no energy. Like, I'm in physical pain if I sit up. And we called the neurologist. Speaking of that, was that today I was supposed to win? Or tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Sorry. I'll go to the neurologist tomorrow. But we called the neurologist because she's the one that ordered it. And she was like, well, if you don't feel good, go to the emergency room. You might need a blood patch. And I went to the emergency room, and they were so booked up. They literally had people sitting out. They had people sitting in the hallway waiting. So I was like, I'm not in dire, situation. To me, I wasn't in a dire situation to where I could have waited. So I left, but I did go back to the emergency room the next day. And this is like day 9 of me feeling like this. It's when I did finally get into the emergency room. And ooh, look at them. Oh, I want me some fried green tomatoes.
Look, apples.
We went to a Granny County auction. Going once, going twice. Social lady in the little black dress. She's 9, she's 10, she's 11. Not 11. She's 8, she's 9, she's 10, I know. Glad to meet you. Blonde hair, blue eyes. I'm gonna kiss my heart goodbye. Sorry. John Michael Montgomery, everybody.
Comment down below. Comment down below. Comment down below.
And so when I did go, I think I was in early stages of kidney failure because when I peed, my pee was red.
No.
I know, TMI. But it looked like I was just peeing blood. And so I think I might have been in early stages of kidney failure. And so they gave me a bag of saline. I think they gave me a shot of antibiotic. But they did a CAT scan of my head to make sure that my shunt wasn't pulling off too much liquid, or that I didn't have a leak somewhere in my brain. So they were like, no, that's fine. So about time I came back from CAT scan, I was deathly cold. I mean, I felt like that I was walking outside in my bra and panties in winter of Alaska. Like the coldest. Where did they do that? You come in Tanana? Yeah. I felt like I was walking around in Tanana in their winter, which is like, if I'm not mistaken, like 40 below. That's how I felt. Like I was just walking around like with nothing on, walking around in 40 below weather. It's like I was so, like I didn't get warm until like the next day. Like when I woke up, 'cause like of course I came home, I went to sleep, and when I woke up I wasn't cold, but like when I went to sleep, like I had 6 covers on me, which I automatically sleep with 3 comforters, but I had an extra ones on me. And so I woke up and I still felt weak, but I think it was because like for 9 days I had like 1 or 2 bites of food, like each day. Like, and that's like the whole day. Like within 24 hours, had maybe 2 spoonfuls of cereal. And that's like maybe 50 calories. Maybe not even that much. Would you say not that much, Gary? Like 2 spoonfuls of cereal?
Oh yeah, 2 spoonfuls of cereal. You're probably not even getting 70 calories.
Yeah, it was like no calories. So I think that's why, like, the next day I was still feeling like that, because I didn't have no appetite. I didn't feel like eating. But I did start drinking water, and so I started drinking water, and then I got my B12 shot, and I ate
Daddy.
no, what's that called? The Good Thins.
Look at my nose.
Yeah, shut up. The Good Thins, and that's how I got my strength back. But me saying all that, if I did have a sickle cell episode, that's what I feel like that's what that one would have been, because I don't have sickle cell anemia, and that might not even be what killed or what aided Prodigy to his death. But he had the full anemia, meaning both parents was obviously either both carriers or both had the trait or the full disease, whatever. I am lucky because my mama doesn't have sickle cell trait or anemia or disorder, and she's not a carrier, but my daddy has the trait, so I have sickle cell trait because of my dad. And I probably would pass it down to one of my kids. I probably would pass it down to my kid if I, gave birth. And if I gave birth, or even just a disorder, which your blood cells are normal, but you still have the symptoms as if you have the trait or the full disease, like the iron problems and other efficiencies or deficiencies where your body doesn't absorb certain things. Like mine is medicine. My body doesn't absorb medicine because of the sickle cell trait. But on top of that, my body also doesn't absorb medicine or pills, pill form, anything that, like, my body absorbs liquid but not as well. It absorbs the shots but not as well. But it accepts it better than the pills, because it just goes right through my system. And if I do absorb it, it's like maybe like 5% of what it's supposed to. So sickle cell makes it hard for me to absorb pills or like nutrients and vitamins. And then on top of that, I have gastric bypass. So that also makes it hard for you to absorb nutrients and vitamins and things. So I am like literally like working, like my system is like working only halfway, because I need calcium and I can't take the calcium pills because they hurt my stomach. The calcium chews, if you know anything about gastric bypass, like the ones that I found are all sweet, so that can make you dump, and dump means poop yourself. And so So I can't take the calcium chews, and I'm lactose intolerant, so I really can't drink milk. So sometimes I gotta drink milk because I gotta have calcium. You gotta have calcium because my body is eating itself. It's taking the nutrients that it needs from itself. So if it needs calcium, it's taking it from your bones, your teeth. It's taking it from somewhere. So yeah. That was just like one of the things. So I just wanted to come here and just talk about that, because I was just thinking, you know, people was like, oh no, the Illuminati killed Prodigy. I don't know. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I was just saying from my point what I think that might have happened. I could be totally wrong. Maybe that's not what happened. But now I'm just saying, like, I know the sickle cell episodes are real. And if y'all watched some of his older radio interviews, he talks about like some of his sickle cell episodes where he is in pain and to the point that he has to go to the hospital, and all they can do is give him morphine because it's nothing that they can do, you know. And I mean, I'm in constant pain, but I of course I don't go to the doctor to get on medicine because it's not like mine. They don't, I guess because I'm on 10 care, like if they don't see it, they're not going to treat it. So they can see my blood is sickled cell, or shaped like a sickle, but it's like, okay, shaped like a sickle, we can't physically see the pain. It doesn't show up on test, so we can't treat it. That's what sucks. So I know I'm rambling. This is a 16-minute video. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ramble. Y'all have a good day. Bye. Okay, now do it. It's not doing it.
It's not doing it.
Meow, 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 meow. We can't change it. Hold on. Hold on, Hannah.
Yes.
Yo, yo, yo. Oh, it ain't doing it. Yo, yo, yo. UNITY.
That's the name.
UNITY. That's a unity.
Yo, 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 yo.
Mama said knock you out. Mama said knock you out. Mama said knock you. Oh, hold on, one more.
How does it mean?
Hold on. We gotta try to get this all three in. Hold on, Van. Van, don't get it from me.
Hey, there you go, I'm wrapping there.
UNITY. UNITY is the unity. Yo, yo, yo. It's Flavor Flav. What else is old? Walk this way. Run this way. Now give me a kiss.
Mr. Ranger is usually right.
Know what, Gary?
Oh no, it's
Okay.
not coming.
This property, it doesn't show any pictures of the house. I read about it. It's in a cul-de-sac.
Yep, I didn't need one. Oh, it's not coming. Oh, there it goes. Oh, I got it in my eye. Now.
So find the...
I don't know why it's not giving you flame eyes.
Now let me watch video.
Okay, we're done.
I can put it on a charger.
Well, here, let me have it. You gotta stop it first, huh?